I'm doing good. Back in the quarantine zone. Been a bad boy. Been going out too many times. So I figured I have to, just pretty much, set myself away from you so I don't give you cooties.
Oh, and apparently Mike Gary is off again tonight. So I don't know. Maybe it's you guys are finding an excuse to play hooky and to get away from me.
It's because you smell, Zach. That's why. We finally just want to get away from you.
I knew it.
Because you stink.
Oh, I knew it. Speaking of stink, how about them Lakers, huh? The Lakers lost last night.
It was on purpose because they got bored of winning every game, so they wanted to switch things up.
So the Lakers, if you just happened to wake up within the last 24 hours, the Lakers were shocked on Martin Luther King Day by none other than the crappy, or I should say, they're actually now 7-6. So the surprisingly now Golden State Warriors. And the Golden State Warriors went into Staples Center, were down by 19 points, and then somehow were able to come back in a time where they were predicted with like 96% chance of the Lakers winning in the fourth quarter. The Warriors fought back, and because of a Steph Curry 3, were able to pull off a miracle out in the Staples Center. So, Mark, did you see the game?
I saw highlights of it because I was doing my other thing, but I did see the highlights of it. It feels like they did it for the culture, so that's good. MLK Day. Who shot better? Who shot that ball? Who would have shot that ball better? Steph Curry or the FBI on MLK Day?
I don't know. At least the FBI was one for one. You know what I mean? Steph. Okay, even though Steph had that nice shot on Anthony Davis, you gotta look at it this way. He shot 3 for 12 from the 3-point line, and I've argued with coworkers at AM 570 where they tried to. Some of them, because it's also the home of the Clippers, some of them have said, Paul George is like a 6'9" Steph Curry. I'm like, you can't equate the two. And so now they're comparing George's numbers this season to Steph Curry, and Steph Curry is shooting so poorly from 3-point line that he doesn't look like the past Steph Curry.
He's washed. He's trash. That's what the kids say, right? I believe that's the correct terminology for when you just have a couple of bad games. I mean, wait, has Steph Curry been garbage this year?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think it's entirely Steph's fault, and I have respect for Steph Curry. I think Steph is the greatest shooter of our generation at this time. I think the reason why his numbers are so low is because look at his team. Draymond Green is not a shooter. Kelly Oubre is a terrible shooter. He started off this season like 1 for 25, 1 for 26, right? Like you got Andrew Wiggins, who was supposed to be the next Michael Jordan.
The next LeBron. Remember, fans were trying to get the Lakers to tank for him at one point.
Yeah. And that was the thing. Like, he was supposed to be the Canadian Air Jordan, right? What ended up happening? Now he's like the third wheel. Would have been fourth if Clay was healthy on the Golden State Warriors. So there are a lot of players that don't shoot well from beyond the arc. And this is a Steve Kerr team that expects to shoot well from behind the arc. So, I think with Steph's chances, he looks at his teammates and goes, I have a better shot at making this than you do.
So he's doing the whole Kobe thing where he has to because everyone else sucks on his team.
Yes, that is a good point. He is.
So there you go.
He's not aggressive, though, like Kobe was. He's more passive than Kobe.
A passive Kobe Bryant? Isn't that just Kobe Bryant? Because Kobe's kind of passive.
Well, we could say, okay, he's like the Christian Kobe. How about that?
Oh, there you go. Oh, Trey's good. Yeah, you know what? You're right about that because his wife wants to be half naked on the internet, apparently. So that's very Christian-like of them to practice. The facade of being good, faithful, clean people, and then in the bedroom they're just dirty, doing Nazi things.
And supposedly he's had his penis shown on the internet. It was leaked around the same time that D'Angelo Russell was also a Golden State Warrior, so there's a connection there too.
I think I do remember that actually. What was it? What was the situation? Do you remember that?
I think because just knowing TMZ and from what I've heard, people are able to grab photos of celebrities through airdrop or just through the cloud. So if you have a photo that is in your phone and it's connected to the cloud or especially it's worse if you got a Droid. Apparently it's so easy to just access your photo album, and people happen to do that all the time with celebrities for ransom.
Yeah, apparently it is because I just did that 20 minutes earlier on my sister's phone that we found finally.
You want to go on and tell us more about that?
No, we're good. I'll tell that on my personal podcast, Gonzo Therapy with Mark Gonzales, coming soon. Because I'm going to need some. That's a perfect way to plug my new podcast.
So yeah, the Golden State Warriors shocked the Lakers. And look, I'm not gonna lie, the Lakers are kind of asking for it just by watching what they were doing this entire season. Like, you know
They
how
get comfortable.
they get comfortable. And do you remember last year where we were like, oh, there's no such thing as trap games. These are trap games. Like, the Lakers barely beat the Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant. The Lakers are squeaking past like the Sacramento Kings. They're like, they shouldn't have even lost against the Portland Trailblazers. Not what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you know, this is it's the danger of being comfortable. Actually, I want to say it's the danger of being so good you can be comfortable, because let's face it, the Lakers know what they got. You know that they're getting better. You know they are defending champs. You got a couple kids on the team now that want a taste of that as well, so they play hard. But wait, Dennis Schroeder, he didn't really have a good game though, right?
No, I thought he did. I know defensively he kind of gave up towards the fourth quarter because there was the pick and roll. There was the pick and roll between Draymond and Steph, and Schroeder and Anthony Davis were the two people. So that was why Anthony Davis got a bucket in his face, is because like Schroeder wasn't really like prepared for the pick and roll. Like you could tell, just like he was getting outclassed by Steph defensively in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, see, the one clip that I saw was him on the floor, and like he was like waiting for a ref to call a foul, and they weren't giving it to him, so he was laying on the floor for like a good 10 solid seconds, and I was just yelling at my computer screen to get the hell up because he's just like laying down, and then Steph drains a three. I'm like, dude, this is what we're talking about.